And welcome back to The Watchman. We are here with Angela Stone. God bless the dead. Welcome back, sister, for our second segment. The backstage boss was giving me the signal to cut the last episode, the last segment, because they said that we needed to drop more cards. You was about to start an investigation, and we needed some more information on the board. So they told me to give a pause. And we'd like to thank our sponsor, Grandma Peach, for delivering us the brown crystal stones. The brown crystal stones, these are the cards set forth today to bring the message forth for Sister Stone. And this is how I, the Watchman, read the fine details in the message. And if anybody would desire my services, it is a mix of tarot plus these oracle cards that give a special touch, taste, and flair to your reading so that we can get a finer detail, because we believe that attention to detail will reveal all things. So thank you. Welcome back to The Watchman. Let me ring the bell and clear the air. I am The Watchman, an intuitive empath and metaphysical preacher by day. This is my day job for over 15 years on this path. I have come to share with you, the YouTube community, some of my gifts and talents for entertainment purposes only. This is some of my body. This is a body of work. This is how the new world will be reordered. We are no longer called to be guardians of just ourselves. We are called to be guardians of Earth. Here I will give you spiritual news and point of views that will help you grow, and glow for Christ. Let me show you some things that are going on in the studio today. We've changed it up. We have our main guest, Angie Stone. She's crossing over. Yeah, there's a fight going on behind the scenes, and people are wondering what it's worth, what's going to come out of it. And it looks like judgment and towers will fall. But we will get more details on what Angela Stone has to say in a moment. We'd like to thank all the Dragon Slayers for coming back day to day to get a motivational word, because we are moving in the right direction. And we know that by addressing our shadows, we bring more light to all our situations. Everybody knows a Bible verse a day will keep the demons at bay. But a demon at bay must always have time to play. So, as above, so below. Thank you. Welcome back to The Watchman. Here we go. So, Angie, welcome back. Our last card that you turned over on the first segment was the Ash Wednesday card. So I like to start today back off with the Ash Wednesday card, since this is the season, the reason for the season. But many people do not even know what season it is. So Ash Wednesday was last Wednesday, and it marked the beginning of Lent. Lent is the 40-day season coming up to the Easter holiday. So for all members of the church, these are important facts that need to be known. So Ash Wednesday is a ritual that shows an outside dedication to God, Christ, the Lord, or Yahweh. So this is a ritual that we do here at The Watchman, the Watchtower, or behind the scenes at 13floors.com. So ashes are produced by the burning of the palm fronds that were saved from the Ash Wednesday from the year before. And so this shows a kind of how we build up on our faith. For we acquire a grain for 1 year, and then we keep it safe in sanctitude and use it next year for the return. So this is some of the practices that the old schoolers used to do. And these are some of the practices that the people that call themselves preachers, teachers, and high priests and master teachers have to bring back these practices to be able to produce the ashes so that they can carry on the Ash Wednesday ritual. So as God looks down and ponders where are his worshipers, someone's job may be just a calling to save the palm fronds over the year to produce the ash so that a whole denomination of people may participate in the Ash Wednesday ritual not only one time a year between February and March, but every Wednesday throughout the year. So these will be his fervent followers that always felt like they needed to carry an outside mark, a mark of protection, a mark of ownership, a mark of dedication. So I hadn't been trying to move this camera around to get everybody dizzy, but we're just setting the scene. Oh, so second note, Ash Wednesday was our first card come out last Wednesday. I mean, on our first segment. So the second part of Ash Wednesday is a symbolization of mourning. So Sister Angie was buried on yesterday, the day of her burial. So in olden times, when people went to the burial, or maybe even the week preceded the burial, the bereaved or the family of the deceased would walk around and they would wear sackcloth, carry their cross. And these ashes here, these ashes were prepared in the same way that we prepare our ashes for Ash Wednesday. And so this was shown as also an outward sign of bereavement. For in the 40 days before Christ was to go to the cross, this is a solemn time, a dark time of judgment, a time where his friends turned his back on him. And ultimately, he almost slipped up. For when his last breath left, he questioned God. He said, my God, why have thou forsaken me? As he looked up into the heavens. And this is when the Spirit released. Powerful moment in time. I felt like this from time to time. And these are some of the lessons that we go through. And we know that Christ is our brother. And we know that we are part of the true vine. For if Christ or if God would not have us go through some of these moments, how would we know that we're connected to the tree if we are not able to endure the same as our brother? So welcome back. And we have Angie. She's still live and direct. I'm trying to convince her behind the scenes to co-host for the month, since this is Women Appreciation Month. I don't know how long she can float around with me on the boat, but I'm gonna grab onto as long as possible. Maybe the water will warm up enough and we can go crabbing and catch some crabs like true Geechies do. Welcome back, soul sister. So let's see where you're at today. They said we needed some more cards on the board because we're about to go deep. We're about to go deep into it. Angie says, don't leave room for regret in life. Life will be filled with twists and turns. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. She says, I'm not judging you for what you put on Facebook, but I'm judging you on how everybody received it. Over 300,000 followers have been led astray just from your one Facebook post. You are a bastard, and their blood is on your hands. Leave me alone. This has been a judgment. Make amends, or you will be washed away into a portal. You, for your illusions and your manipulations. For hell is cold, hell is not hot. And this coldness is what you receive, because what you put out was coldness, and what you get back will be coldness. No loving heart from the Elohim, our Lord. This will be stuck in your head as you walk to and fro, because I was a keeper, and you treated me like I wasn't. so life will remain like up and downs for you. Okay, Angie. What else would you like to share? How would you help us? What would you like to get off your chest today? Somebody has been handing out money like Christmas presents. They are just run of the mill. They are part of the family. They are tied in. They have something to do with the name Kirby. They are into hard drugs. Everybody is overdosing off of heroin and the other synthetic drugs made off of it. This will be the end of someone. The end of all their fast luck. Because an apocalypse is about to happen. All right, let's put out some more cards. But I am in sorrow and I am regret because it seems like just a day ago I was with my family. I was just a day ago I was in my home. But you tell me it is all over. You tell me I am dead. I am gone. This is what I'm trapped in my feelings and in my emotions about. That my life is over. That it is actually checkmate. For as much as I went through, I never thought that it would actually come to an end. For I was in the industry and I was a queen in the game, and I always played the game fair. But I was the black square and I was always surrounded by white squares, and the color thing just wouldn't mix. They could not see that I could grow as a black girl, or that I could flourish, and that this black flower actually held worth or value, for they always leaned toward the lighter skinned black folk or the white square instead of choosing me. So I thugged it out, and I believed in motivational people like Muhammad Ali that showed black pride. And so he told me to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. And so this message resounded and resonated in me. And so I carried it along the way as a survival mechanism to mask and to heal my hurt. For I did not choose to come in this life as the black square, the black sheep, or the black swan. But I am beautiful on the inside. And so this is how I transmuted those emotions from despair to power to freedom. And I would not fall. And I would not tell somebody that I was something that I was not. I am beautiful like the priestess Oshun. And so even in my darkness and even in my blackness, I will wear the color yellow because the Oshun energy resonated inside of me. But by doing this is how my environment wanted me to stumble. for where I opened up my heart and showed love, all I received back was rejection from my own city at times and from my own town. And then it made me feel as if I was caught up, which made me want to run and go somewhere else and say to hell with all of this shit. Fuck $100. I'll drop all of this, because when things get confusing, I know that the devil is in the midst and all the love in the situation has been squeezed out and not allowed to breathe and grow. It is like bad soil. Nothing put upon it can flourish. And so to balance the scales, I would rather remove myself as I do an investigation and use my wisdom and use the inheritance from my ancestors that taught me as a child to balance my way and balance my emotions and to get on the good foot so that I would not see red lights anymore, or I would not get stuck with a million thoughts in my head, so that when I decide to get on the good foot and I start to roll my wheels and start to do that old school rebop like we used to do back in the 80s and 90s and start to pop lock, and then we were doing the bankhead bounce. But you know what I'm talking about, the Freaknik days. But when I begin to get my turn up on, I just would like to see all green lights. I honored the privilege to be alive, for I held on to love, as the prayers of your ancestors are still in the air for you to receive. Shift from seeking definitive and seeking the potential. Practice living in wonderment and awe by remaining by refraining your conclusions to questions. Support your younger self by being the adult you needed as a child. So these are the things that we learn through life as we produce a seed. The thing that we lacked as a child is the thing that you need to learn, conquer, and master, binding it up, all its energies, and being able to teach your seed, for it will attempt to bind them as it did the generation before, because this energy only gets bigger over time. And so once you finally learn the lesson, then this is the blessing to your bloodline to teach and to preach amongst your family, because your family will be stuck in it and will be quarreling it and not knowing what really it is. They will be swinging at it like air, but it still eludes them. What is the root of my sorrows? What is the true cause of my problems? Why, with all the work that I put into life, I do not actually get fruit that is edible? Why do I go to work every day, and then when it gets cold outside, it seems like my pocket gets cold also? Why do my actions throughout the year not produce something that can sustain me when the cold season comes or when the slowdown hits? Because only good things can last and only bullshit pass away, because it really does not exist. And this is the judgment that I have come to over years and years of watching others receive it. People have committed commercial crimes, and now they are fighting about it. And I am over here disheartened and saddened, feeling like sucking on sour lemons to get this bad taste out of my mouth, because I probably still have stories about being abused and violence from childhood. Maybe not sexual abuse, but abuse all the same. And these are the things that it looks like I have to take to the grave, because I have reached this point in life, this point of final judgment, for I have juggled my life away. But it seems like just a day ago, I was just there with you. Now that I've passed on, I realized that I was surviving, but I was not living. There's something wrong about this. For as we go through life, we forget about actually living. Nobody puts this instruction in the book, what actually is living. For we often resort to survival of the fittest. And this leaves our life in despair. For it is hard to survive and still have healthy emotions, because survival is not of love, peace, and joy. Survival is of fear. And fear is not supposed to be a conscious part of life, because fear stops all manifestation and flows of your power and your energy that you maintain on the inside. Fear is a gatekeeper, and it prevents all things heavenly and holy. And eventually fear will consume you and stop your money. So we do not abide in fear as the holy ones, the chosen ones that have been sent here. But yes, I, Angela Stone, have found my final curtain call, because my magic is otherworldly, and I am a starseed, just as you, the people that are attracted to this channel called The Watchman. And as a starseed, I led my life with love, and it caused me to be slightly out of balance with the industry. For the industry is domineering. And many people do magic. Even the Catholics that are in the game are doing magic. And even the Jews are doing magic. They are all magicians behind the scene. And the whole game is already played out and laid flat to checkmate you. And when you sign on to this game, this is your gateway to the graveyard. But you will go around and around this circle. All right, let's get some more cards on the board. All right, are y'all with me out there? I was watching some of the reporters and the bloggers and the vloggers, and they was talking about car accident, and the music industry, and who got an album coming out, all these conspiracy theories. I got a feeling we're going to get a good, clear picture of what Angie got to kick out. I see a lot of clues coming out, a lot of puzzle pieces. Hopefully these puzzle pieces are unwrapped, some of the mysteries that persist in the minds of her loved ones and fans. Excuse me. Angie must not have been feeling well in her last days. Must have been having something going on with the sinuses. So this is how I've been feeling lately, since I've been inside of her energy. All right, let's get a drop on the new cards. All right, everybody zoom on in, scan the deck, look around, see if you can read the words, see if you can come up with what you can come up with as I come up with what I am inspired to say. Can you do like Kaiser Sose and read the room? It's a special gift. Intuitive empaths, psychics, oracles, honoring and respecting our fallen sister, the Geechie Gullah tribe. Magician, able to put those words on paper to have all us mesmerized. Brother, have all the brothers feeling some way about themselves. These are the kind of sisters that we need. Natural sisters, not the Instagram ones. These are the ones that can build up a nation. These type of women are mothers of civilization. This is what the true black magic means. Melanin mindset. Yes, yes, black power, unite. So my sultry sister, yes, she has fallen. And there's gossip. Gossip of her long suffering. Things not going her way. Yes, the messages coming from the underworld, ravens. And what is our healing recipe for all the work that we put in? Oh man, and all these people say they're for us, but they're against us. Leave us wondering, is the city life even worth it? Why do I get caught up in everybody else shit? Man, these are the questions and mysteries we're about to unravel and unweave in Angela Stone's life. Welcome back to The Watchman. I am the intuitive empath on deck, using the brown crystal stone system of divination to bring forth my Geechie sister of the Geechie Gullah tribe of the Carolina coast. Bringing her live and direct, her first interview since crossing over. The world renowned, the world famous Angela Stone. Give my sister a round of applause. Yes, yes. So big sis, it's been cool hanging out with you. Can I get you a tissue? Because my nose is running. So why are you doing this to me? Let me take a sip of this tea. Oh, my sister must have been sniffling after that show. How do you sing and sniffle at the same time, girl? You bad. Bad. All right, so where we gonna go? We going straight to the tea? Or do we need some more cards out here? Let's go more cards. Let's go more cards. Let's get some angels in the working. Let's get the angels in the mist. right, we have released the angels on the board. And we have released the planets on the board. All right, I'm going to scan the cards. Excuse me for the lights in the studio. The extra lights just went out. We will scan the cards and we will take a small commercial break to see what messages the angels have added. Please zoom in. CC, closed caption. I want you to read these messages the same way I read them. Let you know that these are not my words. These are words that have been coming down by the Elohim, principalities and powers that play in the twists and turns of our fate. All right, crossing over the river. Riding out with Angie Stone. Geechie Boy style, the Watchman. We are here, raising them up and getting the word out. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.